Is Brandon Aiyuk a top 10 wide receiver? I bring this up because Madden doesn't think he is. Madden put out their rankings. Here are the top 10 wide receivers. Justin Jefferson in order. Justin Jefferson, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, DeAndre Hopkins, Terry McLaurin, A.J. Brown, Amari Cooper. Top 10. No Aiyuk. Would you put him in that list? Or would you bump anyone for Aiyuk?
I like Aiyuk a lot, and I think there's a chance that he could have a phenomenal bust out year, but there's no way he's top 10. I mean, it's just too many receivers in the league. I mean, if I mean, there's all kinds of guys in that list that you didn't name. I like Aiyuk a lot, and I think he's primed for a huge year. But like, I'd rather have Jefferson, Tyreek, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Stephon Diggs, those 5 for sure. So then to me, it's a matter of the next 5, which would be CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf. He could be in that group, but then there's also other guys. I mean, there's T. Higgins, there's Jalen Waddle.
T. Higgins is good.
I think Garrett Wilson is a superstar in the making.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be awesome this year.
Yeah.
There's Keenan Allen. There's, Olave. I mean, there's Debo. But I would say he's just outside the top 10. I'd put him in that 10 to 15 range.
Yeah. I would put him in the top 10. I would take him over Amari Cooper. I like Amari Cooper, but Amari Cooper, to me, won't go over the middle. There's nothing tough about Amari Cooper. Brandon Aiyuk is tough as hell. Yeah. A.J. Brown, yeah. Terry McLaurin, yeah. DeAndre Hopkins, I'll take Aiyuk at this point. I think Hopkins is slow at this point. Chase, great. Kupp, great. Diggs, I think Brandon Aiyuk is a whole lot like Stephon Diggs. And I think he's going to prove it this year. They have Diggs as number 4. I think I would rather have Brandon Aiyuk today than Stephon Diggs, who is 29 and going to be 30 in November. I'm taking Aiyuk. I think Ayuk's going to end the year. If Aiyuk were on a team with a quarterback who had a big arm, nothing against Brandon Aiyuk, but a big arm who could really hit him in the intermediate and deep areas, he got 150 targets a season.
I think that's really that's the bigger part. It's the targets. Yeah, I mean, this offense has Kittle and Debo and McCaffrey. And backs and just all kinds of things. They run it a ton. But I mean, there's also a bunch of young receivers in the NFL that in any one given year could step up. And like this year, for example, I'm looking at the list. A couple guys that I think could really step up. First of all, Calvin Ridley back from the gambling. I think Ridley's a special player. Treylon Burks in Tennessee, especially with D-Hop on the other side. I think Burks goes off this year. I think Jerry Jeudy has a bust-out year this year. I think Christian Watson, if it wasn't Jordan Love, I'd feel better about Watson, but I love Watson's talent. There's a number of guys. I mean, do you definitely have Aiyuk in front of Debo?
To me, I think Ayuk's a better wide receiver than Debo. I feel like Debo's game has regressed a little bit. If you told me Debo was 215 pounds, I'd be interested. But to me, at like 220, 225, he's not getting open. He's never been really good with his hand-eye coordination. He's all after the catch. So I feel like his route tree has become like a route bush. It's a route shrub. Like, what does he run? How does he win? He doesn't, essentially. They get him open. He catches short passes, and then he dominates. That's great. But Aiyuk gets open like very few people in the league can. And he does drop more passes than you'd like, but he has those very long arms that Debo doesn't have. And then after the catch, he can't compete with Debo, but he's also pretty good. I'll take Aiyuk. What makes Debo cool to me is what he can do as a running back. I love Debo, the running back. He's averaging 6 yards a carry no matter what. But as a wide receiver, I don't know.
Debo's kind of like Roger Craig.
Yes. High knees.
And Aiyuk reminds me a lot of JT. Well, he reminds me a lot of JT.
I say Torrey Holt, but
he's way stronger than Torrey Holt, though. Like,
yes, he is.
Beat the tar out of Torrey Holt.
But if Kurt Warner throwing him the ball, he could win in the same areas of the field, is all I'm saying.
I think I'll tell you the most exciting. You said, give me the most exciting part about this year. Well, it's Hargrave for me. But then if I go to number 2, a quick second is what Debo and Aiyuk told us in the last media session. Like Debo's like, I sucked. I just watched film and I was terrible, and I'm never going to put film out like that again. It's like, what? And then Aiyuk was like, who was very good last year, caught 78 balls, 1,000 yards, whatever it was, 1,100 yards, was like, I'm just getting ready to take off. And you could see the conviction in his face. It's like he believes it. So the Niners have two, I'll say top 20 wide receivers that are coming into this year like hell bent to be a whole lot better. And they may go to the Super Bowl just on that right there. Hargrave on defense and those two receivers. If Debo and Aiyuk can get to another level, a higher level than they've been at thus far, and you add Hargrave on defense, this is gonna be this is gonna be an exciting year. Should be.
Yep.